Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back on World of Warships Legends. I've really loved this game since it came out. Played it pretty hectically for quite some time when it first came out. And I've taken breaks from time to time to play other games. But I do keep coming back to it and really enjoy it. Every time I come back, it's so much fun. And such an amazing game considering it's free. It's just incredible. Has a lot of content, a lot of ships have been added, especially since it first came out. But today I have a pretty exciting moment. I'm going to be unlocking the Bismarck. Now I don't think I'm going to have quite enough cash to buy it, but I do have enough XP now to unlock it. I was going to wait and do a video when I actually completely unlocked it, but I'm just too excited to unlock it and have a look. So this is going to be the first part of the video, basically, where I just unlock the Bismarck, make it available for purchase. Then I'll come back later, purchase it. We'll have a bit more of a look at it in detail, and then I'll have my first game in it. Now, this is a ship I've been looking forward to unlocking for a very, very long time. If I remember correctly, and it was quite some time ago, I don't think German battleships were available straight away, so they were something that were added a little bit later on. I believe when I first got the game, it might have even been in beta. I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, I've slowly worked my way along. I have most ships in the game, except for the French and Russian ships, which have come in more recent times, and that was when I probably wasn't playing very much. I do prefer to play German ships anyway, probably with the exception of my my top tier Japanese destroyer, but that's another story. I have now got the XP to do it, so yeah, let's have a look. So, of course, the Bismarck is the top tier German battleship. Just looks totally amazing. I mean, it looks so cool. And she is so big and such a beast. Look at those secondaries are something that really excite me. They're essentially, from what I understand, cruiser size, and by the looks of them, cruiser size guns there. And your broadsides are going to be quite devastating. Now, as I understand, the secondaries on this are fantastic, really long-ranged, and I understand that the long-range fire with your primary armament can be a little bit on and off with its accuracy. So it seems to be one of the battleships you need to get a little bit closer, and that's where your secondaries are really going to come into play. So I'm quite looking forward to having a battleship that's not so much the sort of sitting back and lobbing shells at other enemy battleships, but yeah, really getting in a little bit closer and really letting those secondaries go to work and destroying some of those pesky cruisers as well, of course, as the battleships. Destroyers, as usual, I'm not sure if they're going to be this ship's cup of tea in hunting down, but hey, I definitely would love to destroy a few. I might let the secondaries take care of that, but yeah, I'm just so excited to be able to unlock it. And as you can see, it's 91,500 XP. This has taken me a long time to get to. I've only started playing again within the last week or so, and I completed, actually it might have been a couple of weeks ago, I've played a little bit, and I'm not sure what it was, but I was unlocking some challenges or missions where I was getting a little bit of, well, I guess I'll call it gold in this. I'm not sure if it's doubloons or, let's just have a quick look here. I want to get it right for you guys. Doubloons. I was getting some free doubloons for doing some sort of challenges. I'm not sure what they were, but they added up to quite a bit. So I was quite lucky. I was able to purchase 7 days of premium. That's to help me get my my cash up to the point where I can buy the Bismarck, which I believe going by my previous ships, is about 12 million, but we're about to find out. So yeah, I now have 7 days of premium, which I'm really excited about. Premium really helps you in this game. You'll be amazed how quickly you can build up cash, free XP, and it helps phenomenally. Now I also have a crate there that I won. I think that might be a French Commander one or something like that. I'm not so interested in that. This first part is just about buying this baby. Now she looks so great. I just had a game in one of my German destroyers, which looked pretty good there, 2,000. Nice, that's giving me a good amount there. So now I'm over the 11 million. So I'm not far off. Now let's have a little bit of a look at the stats here. So quite a few hit points, as you might imagine. Very thick armour. So there's our basic stats for the artillery. Now, of course, it's going to have all the upgrades available, but I'm going to be probably a little bit short on cash to unlock everything. So hopefully in the second part of this video, we'll have a go at upgrading this ship and making her a little bit more the kind of build that I'm looking at playing it as. But yeah, I'm very excited to... this really has been a long time coming. We'll have a look at a bit of an overview. As you can see, she's got above average armour thickness, which sounds great, but I dare say a lot of people are going to be shooting HE at this ship. Her secondary battery range is above average. Fantastic. And she has superior AP damage, which, I love that. I can't wait to, really get stuck into some of those cruisers and just broadside them to hell. It's going to be great. So it says, by the start of World War II, Bismarck was one of the mightiest battleships in the world owing to her advanced gunfire control system and powerful artillery. Her rugged construction, elaborate subdivision into compartments, and extensive armour ensured a high level of endurance. Now, if you know I guess you could say the true story of this ship, some of those statements are perhaps not true in the end. She did have a little bit of bad luck. But yeah, there was, of course, 2 ships in the series, and she entered service in 1940. Oh, I'm very excited about this. So I guess she has her typical battleship upgrades. Yeah, I'm really... Sorry, I can't get over how excited I am. This has been probably 6 months in the making or something like that. I didn't actually know if I would ever get to the stage where I could get this ship, so I'm very excited, very happy. I'd love to hear any comments below also while you're watching this video. If you've got it yourself, what kind of build you use. Do you like it? Do you love fighting against it? Are you terrified of it? Yeah, very excited. Look at that. She is just amazing. That's one ship you don't want to see coming at you. Gorgeous. Okay. Let's unlock this baby. Now I could of course use this XP for many other ships that I have in this game. I could go through my, well, it's not a garage, I used the word of tanks, my dockyards I guess you call it, and show you all the ships that I have. I do have many, and I have quite a few high tier ships that I could really use this on and jump up and upgrade a few of them. I would also love to upgrade my German destroyers to a higher tier, but it's just too tempting to do this, so let's do it. Oh wow. Okay, so I need 18 million. I was a little bit off there. Okay, so I need another 7 million credits to get this ship. Now that's quite a bit, but I do have premium Looks like I'm going to be playing this game quite a bit in the next 7 days. I do, of course, have the option to sell a few of my ships. As you can see, I do have pretty much all the German ships. I could sell some of my lower tier battleships. I'm actually curious as to how much I could get for something like that. 242. Obviously, I'm not going to sell too higher. Let's have a look at the Bayan. How much could I get for this ship? This is... Oh, okay, well there you go. So perhaps I could go back through some of my ships that I don't use. Which I do have many. I have that many ships. Start selling a few and get some of that money. I did always have the aim to keep all of the ships that I unlocked, but look, sometimes you just can't do that. As you can see, I don't really have much to sell. I'm not really that interested in the Russian or French ships, so I may sell all of those off anyway. I'm really not interested in those at all. But the next time you see me in this video, I will make sure I have the 18 million credits to purchase the Bismarck, and we'll go from there. I'm very happy to have unlocked it. Now I have nearly 3,000 XP left, which isn't really going to do me much. I was hoping that I was close, and I'm not. Okay. Well, I might keep that XP and just add that into the Bismarck as I grind through that. So, okay, so this was the first part of the video. And as I said, the next time you see me, I'm going to have the cash to unlock this ship, and we'll have a bit of a run on it without any modifications, and have a bit of a look at my first impressions of it. And then we'll go from there. So thanks for watching this first part, and on to part 2. Alright, here we are at part 2 of my Bismarck video. As you can see, I've made 18 million credits, so I am ready to buy the Bismarck. Now, in part 1, obviously you saw me unlock the Bismarck, and I was suddenly in shock seeing that I needed 18 million, and I was just a little bit short. I actually can't remember how many I had now in sort of reserve there, but as you can see, my premiums account has been dwindling away. I've got 3 days left, but I have been making the most of it, well, trying to anyway. Unfortunately, here in Australia, when there is an update for the game, that's sort of our prime time gaming, so I missed basically one entire night of gaming on Monday, unfortunately. But yeah, besides that, I've been having a lot of fun. Going in my Königsberg and my Karlsruhe, and I'm sure I get the name wrong, but I call it the Guide. Those are my 3 ships I really love to use, and I've been absolutely pumping them. And I'm actually quite excited to see. I'm pretty close to getting the Mas. Yeah, that's really crept up on. That's how much I enjoy doing destroyers. I find they're a really good currency builder. Destroyers are great fun. Probably my favourite ship to play, but that's another story. So I may be progressing through the destroyer lineup and eventually getting to my Z23, which I'm really hopeful to get to, and then I can have all the German ships, all the top tier German ships, and I'll be happy. But right now, this video is about the Bismarck, and here we are. I've made it. Again, I've got a little bit of gold there, which is great. I could always cash that in for something, maybe some more premium if I need it. But that's from my Dallas challenge that I received, which was just basically win games in the Dallas, which I've done a few of. But here we are, so yeah, very excited. I can't believe I've got 18 million just sitting there. It's just crazy. But I'm going to blow it all in one shot. Now, obviously, that's going to mean I don't have any money to do any kind of upgrades at all. Another possibility, of course, is to use my my global XP there, which I have added up quite a bit, having premium, to boost up to this first grade. But of course, then I don't have the caches yet. But you know, would I bump up the hull? Obviously, that's going to cost a lot of money. Pump up the engine, seeing I'm going to be sort of brawling a little bit. That might be pretty good. But I would imagine I may be upgrading its main guns first off. But that's going to be a little way off. So anyway, let's purchase the ship. Wow. Okay, I finally have the Bismarck in my docks. I am very happy. So let's... I was actually just thinking, let's have a bit of a look here at her in a couple of different camouflages. Just going to pop in here for a second. Now I am just going to put in my Franz von Hipper. That's the way that I run my battleships. Okay, so let's have a look at a few of the camos here. So that looks pretty crazy. Wow, she's a monster of a ship. Those gun turrets are great, and just look at the detail. This game really does bring these ships to life so brilliantly. Oh, excuse my messing around there. Okay, so that was the Type 2. Let's have a look at the Type 3. Okay. Well, that's not quite as exciting looking. Still does look pretty good. But definitely not a favourite. Type 4. Now, from memory, this does look pretty good on a few of the ships. Nice. Especially like the turrets there, just sort of grey on top with the dazzle on the side. Very nice. Hunter. Now, there was a ship I used this quite often a while back. Ah, yes, nice, very classic. That's nice. It doesn't change the look of the ship too much, which is really nice. Okay, what's the final one here? Type 1. Out of stock. Okay, so first off, let's just chuck on. Why not? Let's just chuck on the Type 3. We're going to put our early adopter flag on. I might put on a booster anyway. So maximum movement speed. Let's bump up the credits, the XP. Don't really need to do any others, but we will finally use some ship XP. Now, as you can see, she's got 4 fighters, 2 sonars, which is pretty cool, 3 repair parties, and of course unlimited damage control. Okay, so we're going to have a bit of a battle here. So thanks for joining me through this whole video. I've been very excited to finally get to this level, and anyone that plays World of Warships will probably understand the enjoyment of getting to the top tier. But Bismarck is something I've always wanted to get to. Now I think early on I'm probably going to be a little bit disappointed with that. I don't have any upgrades. I know obviously she has her weaknesses, and it seems to be sort of designed as a bit of a brawling battleship, so obviously you want to get in a little bit closer, which does open you up to a few problems, torpedoes being one of them. But hopefully with the upgrades, I'm going to be upgrading the secondaries, of course, because it has mad secondary range. Even though the secondaries usually aren't that great. Yeah, I think it's going to end up being a really fun ship, but I think it's going to be a fairly hard grind for a while there. Oh, so cool. So very cool. Now, I'm not 100% sure how to handle this ship, but let's sort of we'll keep it on high explosive for now, and we'll just go to port. Am I offering up my broadside to everyone? Yes, but wouldn't mind just getting a nice quick barrage away. Now, it's nearly got 16 k's of range, which is quite nice without any upgrades. I've been spotted, so someone's going to be firing at me no doubt in any second now. Okay, well, we have our first... Now, she's quite sluggish, but I guess she's not a destroyer. Okay, first shot's fired. Ooh. Nice. Okay, I'm going to fire one more barrage. I guess we can turn a little bit more now. We don't want to turn too much. Okay, so I'm going to find a target hopefully here. Oh, they're all behind the smoke. Okay, so we're going to get stuck on the island here. Once she gets turning, it's not too bad, but okay, I'm going to use one of my repair parties there, bring back a bit of that health. Wasn't too upset with the long range accuracy there. Dodge these torpedoes. Now I believe at the moment my secondaries probably should be around the... I'm imagining 9 kilometre. I actually can't remember the stats, but okay, just wanted to make sure there are no more torpedoes coming through there. Now, I'm in quite a bit of a dead spot here, so sorry for the boring start, but here's hoping... Oh, okay. I've got cruiser in support here, which is great. If we can destroy that... and there she goes. If we can destroy that destroyer. It's a bit of a tongue twister. I don't know if I say let's go capture C, but this is going to be this is going to take a little while. So sorry, this might be a little bit of a boring game for you guys, but I hope you can just enjoy me enjoying it. Obviously, yeah, we do have really good range here on these guns, but there's nothing really presenting itself. So hopefully we can get in here and help capture Charlie. I've obviously got our little buddy there, who has very little hit points left. Got a cruiser coming in to help us as well. So it looks like we're going to capture Charlie without any issue. Now they've got one more destroyer on the enemy team, and he's right down the other end, so I'm pretty happy with that. But it looks like our battleship right down the end there might be in a little bit of trouble. Looks like we are going to make this flag to get some capture points, which is great. It could be the Amagi. Yeah, oh no. Quite an interesting mix of ships, as always, at this sort of top of tier. That makes sense. Alright, now I'm really looking forward to getting a nice AP barrage on somebody. I just hope we get the chance to do that. Now we've got two ideas here: either cut through the middle of the islands or keep on swinging around. And because we're in a pretty aggressive mood, I'm going to see if I can manoeuvre through the middle of the islands here. Probably not the smartest move, but I actually want to get into some action. Now, for how big she is, I don't think she's the worst manoeuvring ship I've had to go in. Certainly wouldn't hurt to get a helping hand with the upgrades there, though. Threading the eye of the needle here. There's our little buddy. Good, you go ahead. I'm going to try and keep my guns over on the starboard broadside there. We can swing around. I can see one battleship's heading out this way. That's what we want. Although I would love to target that cruiser. That cruiser's at 19 Ks right now, so everything's going to be a little bit out of our range. Just have to definitely watch out for that destroyer. I'm not going to be dodging too many torpedoes in this ship, I don't think. Looks like we're doing quite well. Okay, there's a must be a cruiser over there with the destroyer in the smoke or something. Well, there's something over there. Okay, we're coming up to the Nagato here, and she's starting to swing around. We'll get to the other side of this island, and then we'll present our broadside and have some shots. Oh, let's have a shot now, eh? Now, I'm not really familiar with these guns, so excuse my poor accuracy. Ooh, it's a high hit. Aim a bit lower, stupid. I think anything hitting me front on is probably not going to have the best chance, although HE of course will. Okay. And Nagato has the same idea, so let's switch to high explosive and let's turn. Ah, actually pressed the wrong button there, it doesn't actually matter. I didn't want to use my repair party for no reason. It's a bit of a HE broadside for it. Switching to AP. Oh, nice. And she's gone. Okay, got some good secondary hits there. Once these she's fast firing this Kutuzov. And I'm going to hit the island here, which is not good. Okay, she's still there, so let's just do it. Whoa, I'm really getting pounded here. I'm in a lot of trouble. a lot of trouble. In fact, I think I'm going to be going down. And I can take someone with me if I'm lucky. No. I was getting quite a few secondary hits. Okay, well I got a bit too aggressive there for my own good, but I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that. Now I didn't do much in the way of damage or anything there, so let's return back to port. Oh, that was really exciting. I really enjoyed that. Sorry for the poor performance there. That was a little bit of a boring one. I just can't wait to do some upgrades on this ship and get my tactics going, and hopefully bring you guys a game shortly where I do well in it. I've got quite a few videos of all the ships that I've got in my docks. Pretty much each one I think I have a single video of, just showing some gameplay. And of course I've got a whole heap of videos of first buys and similar to this one, or ships that I've won in some of the challenges or through crates. And then of course the rest of my channel, I have many other games that I play all on console. I have a few videos of my hobbies, and really good mix of stuff. So I hope you'll check out the rest of my channel. I'm sure there'll be something there that will entertain you, especially these days and these times when we're stuck at home more often than not. I'm so happy to have finally got to the milestone that I wanted to get to. Very excited. So happy. Very satisfied. So next, of course, is the German destroyer line. That's going to be my next target. So I'm not too far off. So I'll probably starting my bankroll again. start going with my German cruisers. I usually do tier 3, tier 4 and tier 5. Start getting some of that money in. I've still got 3 days of premium, so still got a bit of time. Get a little bit more XP up, and then I will decide whether I perhaps want to spend the money on those sort of early upgrades on the Bismarck, or do I want to spend the money, try and save up a bit more and go straight into the next German destroyer. I've got some exciting times ahead. I keep coming back to this game because it's just so good, and I'm sure if you're watching this you probably love it as well. Perhaps you're just checking out the game for the first time, and you're going, wow, there's so many ships and so much detail, and what are all these options and what are these? But there's plenty of videos online explaining the game, and it is a little bit consuming, overwhelming at first. There are a lot of options and a lot of things to take in, but it's actually a very simple game at heart. The graphics are great, and it's easy to play, very relaxing. And whether you have a quick game like that where you you get destroyed pretty quickly and don't do too much damage, and then the next game you'll get in a destroyer and sink 4 ships, and it's a great game. So I hope you either playing it and enjoying it, or will play it in the future and enjoy it. The Bismarck, of course, is the top tier German battleship at this stage. Who knows what the future will hold? I'm very excited to finally get there, and I've got many games ahead of taking the Bismarck into battle. So thanks for watching this video. As I said before, hopefully you can check out the rest of my channel, have a look at some of my other videos. If you do really enjoy my channel and like some of my content, then feel free to subscribe, and I'm always happy to answer any questions in my videos. I do check my messages on there, so feel free to drop me a line and say g'day. So there's the stats for the battle in the end. So yeah, so there's the results. I did okay for not really doing much. Luckily I did have premium to bump that up a little bit. Of course, once this premium ends, I probably won't be getting premium for the near future anyway. But I do have a little bit of the gold sitting there, so it is a possibility. So yeah, thanks for watching, as I said before, and I hope to catch you in another video. Bye for now.